Yeah, because Siddiqui was telling me he was looking at your paperwork and they had you in a facility that houses terrorists.
Yeah, this was the interesting point. Very interesting. I'm saying in a very sarcastic way. What happened actually? I got convicted for $11,854 of so-called bank fraud.
Now hold on before you could hold on, Salva, because you heard what he just said. 11,008 for a multi-millionaire. For
$11,854 bank fraud.
Right, but he was a multi-millionaire. So 11,000. Oh, a billionaire. Oh yeah, because you just throwing out these figures, and I'm going like, well, I got 82 cents in my pocket.
Right.
I got $5 in there.
In the public record, anybody can go look into my case. I'll give you the case number. The 113CR00437-BCD. That is in the District of Georgia. My indictment is a open document. It's a public record. Anyone can go visit it.
Oh yeah, you can actually Google it. When I put your name on Google, that case came up. Are you gonna call Salva? Are you gonna call back?
Yeah, I'm gonna go right away.
Okay. Now, Don, hold on 1 second, not to cut you off, but Don said the city of Dayton bought your temple in Dayton, Ohio for $500,000, but it was worth millions, though.
It's very simple. I mean, it's not a rocket science. You calculate 262,600 square feet building, 15 stories on a main street. Do you think can you build a 262,000 square feet building for $500,000? Impossible, even at the time.
Man. So you get what he's saying, though. Like, you're accusing me of all this fraud, but I have the money in my back pocket.
Right.
Which you're saying that I've defrauded the government of.
Which is greater.
Which is right. You're gonna let me go to prison for $11,000. $11,000 is hard for you to pay. I got $11,000. I paid $11,000 tab to feed, you know.
So why do you think they did that to get his property?
Yes, because now another church has. So do you were you following the story?
I was.
So a mafia got involved in it, but see, I think he said city of something church. I'm gonna go see who own that now.
Right.
Now I'm gonna go right by there probably just to see what it is. But I do remember it. When I first moved here, that temple was huge.
Right.
Like you can see it from far away.
Coming from Stone
yeah. So that's the argument he's making. They made themselves a deal. Yeah, so that's what he's trying to say. Like, I'm a multi-millionaire. They had to put me in prison to see. They went in after they put him in prison. They went into the temple and they pretty much took everything. Everything in this temple was straight from India. The artifacts were millions and millions of dollars.
And they confiscated it.
They took it. They didn't confiscate it. They stole it.
Oh wow!
So he said the mob went in there. The police department went in there. He sent me a judgment from another judge where he said what they did was wrong and that he valued up everything that was taken from him. And basically, I have to find an attorney to execute the judgment that this judge said that he deserves compensation.
Right.
But I can't find nobody to take this case. And it's not a case that they have to go back and fight. They just have to put it in action. They have to make it happen. Right. But I even asked when I was in New York, nobody would touch this case. And so I told him, I said, you may have to, this part of it, you probably gonna have to get your money when you get out.
Yeah. But
he wanted to go ahead and get it done because I believe when he gets back on, I'm gonna ask him about his wife, but I believe they kicked her out the country.
Damn.
But he was powerful. His wife, they're both high in the Hindu community. She had temples, he had temples. And now the children are still able to stay and finish their education because they're doctors and pilots and all that. But the daddy's in jail and mama's kicked out the country.
So he caught this case here in Georgia?
Yeah. A federal indictment.
Wow.
That's the thing that we're trying to highlight. He was. I don't know what he has now because the wife is back home, but he was a billionaire. He said, and what you're accusing him of is nothing.
Right.
You messed up $11,000. That's like telling me, oh, you forgot to pay this $2. Oh,
Right.
okay, here.
Right. Now it should be the other way around.
Right.
You know what
So
I mean?
what? He's not sweating over $11,000.
Yeah.
Oof.
This call is from a corrections facility and is subject to monitoring and recording.
Right, Don. She said civil forfeitures. No, thank you for calling. Now, your wife is no longer in the United States. Did they demand her that she leave? Did they send her out, deport her, or did she just leave on her own?
Okay, basically, I mean, my wife was forced to leave and also my children. They left the country because they were fearful for their lives.
Gotcha.
Being enrolled, they were harassing and threatening, and there was a lot of terroristic threats against them for the same gang members who got some friends in high places. So, I mean, I need to even request them to leave the place. I don't want them to get hurt because then they got enough pain and suffering because of my, I mean, what do you call it, crazy love of the God. So I don't want them to get any more. I mean,
Got you.
and you're talking about the terrorist unit. I mean, let me give you that's the even the involved there, the more than anything was because of the action and dream and horror and adventure time. Basically, what happened when he got convicted for $11,854 bank fraud, the government, the prosecutors, they sought for a life imprisonment, false life imprisonment.
For bank, see, hold on, and that's the same thing they try to do with is give him life in prison for bank fraud.
Yes, $11,854 conviction. The prosecutor in my PSI shows life imprisonment is a level 43 in life. And
Yeah.
they're fighting for life imprisonment so I should die in prison. That's what they're fighting for. And the judge reduced to level 39 and gave me 28 years in imprisonment for $11,854 so-called bank fraud.
But for bank fraud, though,
That's crazy.
why are you seeking a life imprisonment for bank fraud? Because he, ooh, child.
They never stopped it, and they told the judge placed the guy. They use the word communication management. Judge had no idea what they're talking. Judge said, yes, I'm going to throw this guy in the communication management unit. I'm going to recommendation for that. So I came back, at the same day, I spoke to my daughter in the evening after I came from the court. My daughter told me, Dad, that is not a communication management unit. But right now it's called counter-terrorism unit. That is not CTU. They want to throw you in a terrorism unit.